Once upon a time, in a small snowy village at the edge of an enchanted forest, there lived a kind and humble boy named Lucas. Every day he would venture into the forest to chop firewood, his only company the whispers of the wind and the occasional chirp of birds. Before Lucas left for the forest, his mother would give him a small bundle of bread and berries. "Be careful, my dear," she would say. True to his nature, Lucas always shared his food with the animals. Deer, rabbits, foxes, and even squirrels would gather around him, nibbling on the crumbs he offered. Over time, the animals grew to trust him, and Lucas became a familiar sight in the forest, a boy who was always kind. In the evenings, Lucas's mother would tell him stories by the fire. She spoke of a magical deer with glowing horns that roamed deep in the forest. This deer had powers unlike any other. It could heal the sick, calm the storm, and help any animal in need. The villagers whispered that the deer only appeared to those who were pure of heart. Lucas loved these stories and often dreamed of meeting the magical deer, hoping one day he might be lucky enough to see it. One fateful day, as Lucas was returning from the forest, a fierce snowstorm descended. The winds howled, and the snow stung his face like sharp needles. Lucas fought his way home, shivering and exhausted. But the next morning, Lucas awoke with a fever. His mother tried everything to help him, but nothing worked. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, the animals noticed Lucas's absence. They missed his cheerful face and his kindness. That night, they gathered and crept through the snow to Lucas's cottage. Peeking through the window, they saw the boy lying pale and sick. The animals knew something had to be done. They returned to the heart of the forest and sought out the magical deer. The animals explained how Lucas had always been kind to them. The magical deer, moved by Lucas's kindness, agreed to help. With a gentle nod, it rose and led a procession of animals back to the village. When they arrived, the deer stepped to the window and touched its glowing horns to the glass. The next morning, Lucas's mother found him sitting up in bed, his eyes bright and his face smiling. "Lucas, you're well again!" she exclaimed. Lucas looked around, confused. "I don't remember anything. I feel different but good. What happened?" His mother smiled softly and said, "It seems you have a very special friend in the forest." From that day forward, Lucas and the animals of the forest remained even closer friends. And whenever the winter winds blew strong, Lucas would go into the forest carrying bread and berries, knowing that the forest, his friends, would be there, just as he had always been for them.